The Pentagon is preparing for a next era when it comes to warfare. With advances in tech changing everything in our daily lives, Charlie D'Agata goes inside a training exercise at Fort Johnson in Louisiana, where the Army's 101st Airborne Division shows us how they're harnessing groundbreaking innovations for future conflicts.
Deep in the backwoods of Louisiana, an experimental unit of 101st Airborne soldiers are setting out.
Any strike element, this is Chaos 4-6.
With cutting-edge technology. Sergeant First Class Anthony Clark says his unit is exploring a new way of fighting.
How much of this are you doing on the fly?
Almost all of it, but it's good. That's why we're here. We're to create those tactics. We're to create those standard operating procedures so that the next generation of soldiers understands from our mistakes and can be even more effective with the systems.
Those systems include both surveillance drones and attack drones, decoys and jammers, directed by laptops or a cell phone app.
616, go to terminal.
Some of the innovations come from lessons drawn directly from the battlefields of Ukraine, where electronic warfare is advancing by the minute on both sides of the fight. Now, the 101st ride looks like something out of Mad Max.
Even in World War II, they were using brand new equipment, brand new methods, and they were extremely successful, and they learned from their mistakes.
The 101st Airborne Division went into action during World War II. The Screaming Eagles were among the first Americans to descend into France on D-Day. Once again, everything is changing. The command post, well hidden in the trees, is minuscule, a fraction of the size Major General Brett Sylvia commanded 10 years ago.
My command post was 10 different tents, 40 different vehicles, all kinds of huge radars and antennas that were everywhere. It was easy to see and therefore easy to kill.
And in today's environment, the art of deception goes beyond face paint and camouflage. It's running fiber optic cables to antennas hundreds of yards away from the command center. Then spreading out decoys, off-the-shelf circuit boards made to look like laptops, cell phones.
Just the other night, the enemy was completely deceived by that and put an artillery barrage on just a bunch of decoys that were out in a field, and then this command post stayed safe and sound.
I think you said it wasn't like hiding a needle in a haystack. It was
hiding a needle in a stack of needles.
They're also experimenting with robotic vehicles controlled by Lieutenant Parker Mitchell.
Is this the future?
Yes, sir, it absolutely is.
And why?
Why? Because there's no reason to trade blood for blood when we can trade blood for steel.
Putting that steel to work on future battlefields, specialist William Bateman says, will not be without its challenges and rewards.
I mean, it gives me chills thinking about it, that right now we're in the middle of molding the future and participating in history being made. It's absolutely stunning.
And not your grandfather's 101st.
Nope, definitely not.
Now, a new generation is putting innovation to the test on the battlefields of the future. For Eye on America, I'm Charlie D'Agata at Fort Johnson, Louisiana.